What if I told you that you could replace your full-time income of the job that you despise and within 12 months from now, be a business owner, having more control over your life, over your schedule, and knowing that the work that you're putting in is to build your family's future? It's not a dream. This is a reality. It's a very achievable reality because when you buy a business, this is exactly the type of numbers that you are going to be looking for. I'm Amy Walker. Welcome back to Amy Exits, where we talk all things buying and selling businesses. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how it's possible to replace your full-time salary, even if it's six figures or multi-six figures, by purchasing the right business. And yes, you heard that right. I'm not talking about starting from scratch and having to build up your income or live off of your savings for the first 2 years. I'm not talking about hustling 24/7, but about making a strategic acquisition that aligns with your goals, your skills, and your financial capacity and needs. We're going to dive into how to identify these opportunities, evaluate the potential, and make a move that truly could change your life and give you everything that you've dreamed of. I'm going to be honest, we work way too much to hate what we do. And if you are dreading going into the office every day, then it's time to make a change and you can say goodbye to those golden handcuffs. I've met so many entrepreneur or wantpreneurs over the years who are like, I would love to start a business. I've been thinking about it for years, but I just can't say goodbye to the income and the stability that I'm making at my current job. I don't want you to have to say goodbye to that either. I don't want you to have to do a vertical move where you move from the top down to the bottom. I want you to do a lateral move where you move from one salary into the same salary, but with the potential to earn a lot more, because now instead of being an employee, you're a business owner. So if you've been fantasizing about leaving that 9-to-5 grind behind, or if you're simply just curious about how to create a new stream of income that could provide you and your family with financial security and freedom, then you do not want to miss what's coming up. I personally did this the hard way, and if I could go back and do it again, I would absolutely do it differently. When I left my six-figure income, I started a business from scratch, and that first 6 months was so much stress and it was so much worry. I had to sit my family down and I had to have a conversation with them about like, we're getting rid of cable, we're not gonna go out to the movies, we're not gonna go out to dinner. I told them all the things that we were not going to be doing for the next year while I built this business up. I had to enroll them all into the sacrifice. I had to be up late and up early working. I had months where I'd have to have conversations with my husband where he'd say, now I'm not trying to stress you out, but you do know that like the mortgage payment is due this week and we're short $2,500. And I'd be like, okay, I will go out and sell something today. And it was a wonderful experience in many ways. And it was a really hard and really stressful experience in others. Now, I'm not trying to paint the picture that buying a business is free of challenge. You're going to buy a business, then you're going to need to learn how to run that business successfully. But I am saying you get to skip that startup phase. You get to skip the early risk, you get to skip the early chaos, and you walk into a business that really has a lot of what you need already going on. And if the business is going to take your salary down, you simply don't buy it. It's about finding the right deal that fits with your needs. This journey from employee to entrepreneur does not have to be a leap into the unknown. If you've got the right guidance and the right strategy, it can really be a very calculated and much safer step into that more autonomous future that you desire. So if you stick with me until the end, here's what you're gonna get. You're gonna understand the keys to finding businesses that are for sale that fit your buy box, how funding works, and also how to finalize a business purchase so that you don't just replace your salary, but it gives you the control and the flexibility that you've always wanted. You don't want to just trade one job for another. You want a business. To start off, let's demystify two critical financial terms that you are going to encounter as you start searching for businesses. One is EBITDA, one is SDE. EBITDA stands for earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. It's a measure of a company's overall financial performance, and it is used as an alternative to net income in some cases. I want you to think of it as a way to really evaluate the business's profits without the tax office and the bankers taking their share, and without the cost of big one-off purchases or accounting adjustments that kind of muddy the waters. This is the best way to get a clear picture of what the business is actually profiting each year. On the other hand, we have SDE, or seller's discretionary earnings. This is particularly relevant when you're buying smaller businesses where it's kind of an owner-operator type situation, because it represents the total financial benefit for that owner and what they actually get out of the business. This includes any net profit before taxes, the owner's salary, and any perks or additional benefits thrown on top. And it's a more accurate measurement for smaller businesses. It's going to show up as both. When you go and look for businesses, you're going to find both EBITDA and SDE. And I just want you to understand that both of them represent kind of what's the actual cash coming out of the business and the potential profit. Now, this number we're going to have to look into more during due diligence and negotiation, but it's kind of that first line. I think of it as the curb appeal. When you're looking for a house, if you look at a house and you're like, wow, I really love how this house looks, you're likely to go see it. If you look at EBITDA and you say, okay, that is more than my salary right now, I'm interested in pursuing this. It's kind of the first impression metric that you're looking for. Now let's talk about how many of you are going to finance this stream. Many people don't realize that buying a business might not require all of your life savings. That's good news. With an SBA loan, you can often jump into business ownership with just 10% down. And if you're looking at, let's say, a $100,000 salary that you're trying to place, or let's do it even, it's more exciting. Let's say you're trying to replace a $200,000 salary. If you go into a business and they are doing $250,000 in SDE, seller's discretionary income, you could probably get that business for anywhere between $400,000 and $500,000 after you negotiate terms. 10% of that is going to be $40,000 to $50,000 that you need to get the SBA loan. So this really is not your entire life savings. You probably have that money that you've built up into your 401k and could be transferred into now owning the business. Or if that's not an option for you, you should probably check out my video on 5 strategies that you can use to purchase a business with no money down. And we'll link that in the description below. So how do we find this magical business that can pay us a 6-figure salary, but also fits with our skill set and our lifestyle? So first, I want you to understand your buy box. What are you actually looking for? I want you to look for a business with a solid EBITDA or SDE that matches what you currently are earning. I want you to start figuring out industries that you're interested in. What are you passionate about? What parts of the country are you interested in being in? Because remember, you could be buying a business anywhere that you actually want to live. And depending on all of those things, you're going to start looking at a couple of places. Number one, I love the website Biz Buy Sell. It's got business listings that you can go and check out. Number two, you're going to start building your personal network of people who can help you find deals. So this could be connecting with business brokers who specialize in your area of interest. They can be invaluable in finding you the right deals. We've got a relationship with a business broker down in Houston that we utilized when we were purchasing our 5 Crumble locations, and he consistently sends us deals that he thinks we might be interested in. It's great. You can also start reaching out directly to existing business owners and having conversations with them, building relationships and letting them know that you're interested in buying in their space, and see who they might know that's getting close to retirement and might be interested in selling. So you might be thinking, but is it really that common to find a business like that that can pay me my salary? And the answer is resoundingly yes. Many small to medium-sized businesses operate with profit margins and financials that can comfortably support a 6-figure to $250,000 owner salary for an owner-operator. The key is just knowing how to look and understanding the financials and having that right plan in place to help you move through the very beginning until closing that deal. So once you have identified a potential business, your next step is going to be due diligence. And this is the part that you're probably in all honesty, least prepared for. Due diligence is where you are going through and you're verifying all of the financials, making sure you understand those business operations, ensuring that the business is as good of a deal as it seems like it is. You never want to skip due diligence. It's crucial for making sure that your investment is a good one. Also, your job in due diligence is to find all the red flags, and if you can't find anything that discourages you from buying, then you buy the business. After due diligence, this is where you're making your final offer, you're securing your financing, and you're transitioning into the business. The goal here isn't just to buy any business, it's to buy the right business that really aligns with your goals, your skills, and your financial needs. And here's the best part. I have met people who have hated their job for years. They've been dissatisfied for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. And they've always had this dream of business ownership, but they just never pull the plug because they know the stats of startup. Most businesses don't take a profit for the first 2 years. Most businesses fail within the first 5 years, and they're just not willing to risk it. And there's this moment where you look at it and you say, can I just continue to hate everything about my job until I retire, or do I really have to make a change? And then there's that whole process of looking for a new job and not knowing if that one's going to be any better. What I want you to really understand is the timeline here. That if you were to start searching today, having the right process and plan in place, you could be purchasing your first business in as little as 4 months, in as long as 18 months. And then you would be in your own company with the salary you currently have and potential for more. If you made it this far in the video, it's because you already want this. And my life will be just as good whether or not you stay in the job that you hate. But for you, I really want you to make this the day where you draw that line in the sand and you say, I will not spend another year doing something that doesn't feed me, excite me, and motivate me. I will not spend another year pouring my blood, sweat, and tears into building somebody else's dream and future. I really want you to make that commitment to yourself today. So if you're committed, type it down below in the chat and just let me know, hey, I am committed. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And there you have it. That is the roadmap for how you replace your salary by purchasing a business. It is not just a dream, it's a viable option for so many aspiring entrepreneurs. With the right knowledge, with due diligence, and the financial support, you can find a business that not only meets your income needs, but also offers you the freedom and satisfaction of business ownership. For more great tips, make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Here at Amy Exits, we are committed to helping you navigate the journey from aspiring entrepreneur to successful business owner. Now that you finished this video, go check out the 5 strategies for how to purchase a business with no money down. And in the meantime, keep growing, keep building, and let's get you to your 8-figure exit.